Woo, woo. Okay, we are here. We are live. Sorry, this is a little bit crooked. Straighten this up. Oh, I made it worse. This way. All right. So, welcome. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm doing a Wednesday because of my own schedule instead of a Friday. So thanks for joining me anyway. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do today, to be honest with you. I have some cool charcoal sticks that I found, which could be kind of fun to use. I've got my metallic watercolors. I've got my normal watercolors. I've got these aqua pen things that are markers, basically, that you put down and add water to, and they move around, blend like watercolor, things like that. So I've got options for, here's a blue color pencil, a light blue color erase. It's a Prismacolor erasable pencil, which is good for like sketching. I think I used this actually for my Inktober's last year, or the year before. So I've got some fun materials. I might just kind of browse my phone quickly and see if I come up with anything specific. If you have an idea, please put it in the comments and let me know. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I went to the Botanic Gardens today, the Denver Botanic Gardens, and oh yeah, saw some really, really pretty flowers. So maybe I'll paint a combination or do a combination of different things for you. These are actually really pretty. Okay, let's try this. Yes, we're going to do this. Now, I'm just going to start. Let's start with the blue pencil. Why not? Let's do this direction. I think that'll be nice. Push that way slightly. I'm just going to put in the basic location for some of these things here. So even though it's technically still summer, there's definitely this fall feeling in the air. I don't know if you've felt that way, but I've definitely felt that last few days. Less today than I did. Was it Monday? I think Monday. I was really feeling the fall air. It was cold in the morning, and it just had that crispness in the air. So I had sort of some excitement for fall. But then today, being out at the Botanic Gardens, it was kind of like, oh, no, it's still summer. It's still hot. We're still in this, which is fine. I do like summer. I don't want to rush it by any means. So I just also like fall. But it definitely has a very different feeling. And I'm not quite ready for all that entails, like jackets and boots and scarves and layers and, all of that. Okay, I'm just kind of placing where I want to put these little guys. I have a fly buzzing around in this room, and it's stuck in this room, which is like driving me nuts. So if you hear that buzzing, it's a fly. Let's see, you have to think a little bit about composition. Let's put this one over here. It's kind of a little guy up in the distance. Definitely some little pieces in here. Okay, and then the greenery, I'm just going to kind of gesturally suggest the outside edge of this, just so I have kind of an idea. Okay, kind of like that. Can you even see that? It's really light, but it's there. So let's bring it to life so that you're not completely lost. Okay, what does this color look like? I need like a tester page. I don't have one. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, not bad. Let's see. Okay, that's not horrible. Like, what if I did that? Let's try it. Okay, so let's just experiment with that because it's flower number 1. If I go in with this water, do you see that? I probably want to put in a touch of this. It's maybe a little bit on the dark side, but if we kind of just in spots where there's going to be sort of a blend between the two, we can do sort of this in between. Okay, now it's looking like a purple flower. which, good and bad. It's not supposed to be white. I just wanted to see what that purple would do, like how purple it would be with the mix. It's not horrible, but let's try it again. I'm not like thrilled with it, but let's try this. I want the brush tip. Maybe something like this. If you're just joining, I don't know what I'm doing. No, I came into it with not a very clear plan, and I'm trying some different materials out to see if I can get the look I want. I went to the Botanic Gardens today and had fun with kind of taking lots of pictures of flowers and plants and things. And so this is from my inspiration from the park. Okay, something of the sort. Now, what's really going to make him look lighter is if I do the background. So, I don't have the light above me on. One second. That'll definitely help with the lighting right now in this room. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. All right. I kind of want to, let's try, I don't know, let's try this. I'm reading a book right now called Keep Going by Cleon. What's his first name? I don't remember his first name. And I don't have the book right here with me. So anyway, it's about art, artists or creative people finding ways to keep pushing through and keep creating work. And one of the chapters is about, or one of the chapters talks about, it's not the whole chapter, about like playing and experimenting and, not getting too stuck in sort of this professional way of doing art and trying to think a little bit more about it as playing and experimenting, because we lose touch with the fun of it. If we're constantly like, oh, this is the way you're supposed to do it. It's like, well, no, or this is the way it's going to make money. It's like, well, yeah, maybe, but what do you want to do in the moment, So there's my 2 cents about that. So maybe I'm encouraging myself that right now it looks like not great, but it's because I'm experimenting. It's because I'm playing and giving myself that freedom to do that, and we'll kind of grow it as we go and see how this goes here. I might need to go back to, come on, phone. No, come back. Let's see here. Let's give it a center real quick before I lose track of the centers. So I'm going to come up to my orange here. Orange and my metallic, because why not? And put a little bit in there. This one's going to be darker because it's more in the chateau instead of this other one that is definitely more in the light. And we can kind of show that by increasing the brightness of that center instead of the deepness of this one being the opposite. So hopefully you can see that difference there. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think the biggest thing I need to do right now is increase the contrast. So I'm doing a combination here. So I'm going to go in with my greenish color. And let's add a stem down the middle. What happens if I add water to this? It actually blends it. I'm kind of liking that. Let me put in a little bit darker values though in here. And actually definitely up at the top of this. Around this flower. There's just, it's really dark. And I think that's going to really help my piece here is to make it kind of dark. Sorry, I'm kind of shaking the table. Hopefully I'm not making you sick. This maybe will go around this guy too. Actually, I'm kind of liking the outline appearance of these flowers here. Kinda. Let's see. Now if I brush over this, it is mixing it. Interesting. I've never done this before. And I'm using watercolor paper, by the way, which I think was a good choice because of it holds on to texture really well. So this charcoal or whatever this is, chalk. What is this? It doesn't say. It just says sticks for sketching. That's very helpful. But yeah, see, it's deepening that color a lot. I like it. Because when you deepen that color, it's going to make, these flowers pop even more. Look at that deep, dark saturate or color contrast right in there. Super deep. Yeah, that's definitely more what I want. I don't know what I'm doing with the edges here, but I'm taking my time. There's no rush. Okay, so you can kind of see that a little better. Okay. Just putting a little bit. This is really making my water for my paint really gross. But let's move down now while I got the background drying a little bit to some of these flowers. And we're going to do a little bit of that. Bring some of these to life in the same way or similar way. Because definitely it's working, right? It's really working. They look kind of real. Not that was what I was going for by any means, but these are like all in shadow here. There's some weird shadows on that one. It's all hidden by that. Okay. Technically, there's a few little guys back in here. Okay, let's add the brown. Brown was just mostly to kind of neutralize it a little bit. Okay, then we take the brush, which hopefully isn't destroyed by the charcoal. And we're just going to softly blend. They're actually really pretty purple. I was wanting to go more for like challenging myself with the white, making them white, but honestly, it's kind of cool that they're these colors, or I made them these colors. Okay, so you can kind of see the petals a little bit in there. Now let's do the centers. Really bright orange on the one side. Oh, I kind of lost the center over here. No. Let's see if I can get it back. I have to do a mix of the sparkly on there so that it actually can show up. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Remember, it's the contrast that really brings them to life. So then I got to go in now with okay, let's see. This one's looking a little funky. It's so small and thin, it's hard to like actually put it down. I almost like, I think I mentioned that before, I like the outline look. It's kind of cool. So I might have to intentionally do that in spots later. But for now, we're just putting down a base so that we can actually go in with that water again and mix it around. Get that to contrast to really come through. Oops, I lost the stem on that one. It's okay. We'll use something else to bring it back. Okay, let's go back to the dark. Should kind of stick in here a little bit and around. Make those flowers really pop off the page. I don't know if I'm going to do this. I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure this out. I don't know what I'm doing, people. This is all spur of the moment. Which is fun and terrifying all at once. Because it's like, is this going to look good? Is it going to look bad? I don't know. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. It doesn't look horrible, I don't think. Does it? Oops. Just lost my palette. I get a good mix of these together here. That I can go in and give that a layer. I wonder what is going to go on top of this. Probably not much, if I think about it. It's charcoal after all, right? Like, I do have this pencil. Ooh. So when it's dry, I could probably do a little bit of that. I have to be careful though, because it's like not completely dry. Okay, that's an option. I'm gonna see if I can steal some of this purple and just put hints of it up here. Because it's not as dark in value. It doesn't really have a lot going on up here. Just enough, and then it does have this bright center. Wonder if that's what I do with these other ones. Pick up a little bit of that color, come down in here. Because they're not the focus really, but they're kind of important. Kind of important to the composition. Man, that darn fly. Persistence with the charcoal. I'm not a huge fan of charcoal because it's so messy. I mean, look at this. Ugh. But we'll stick it in there. And we'll put in some black on the bottom. Maybe as we come up this way and around some of these guys. Okay, I think we got a good base now that we can work on top of. paper is really warping. But that can be fixed later on by putting a little bit of, like, spraying a little bit of water on the back of the piece, and then putting it between some books overnight, and that can actually flatten it. So there's a little trick for you with watercolor paper. You can try it with other papers. You just have to really be careful not to do too much water on the back. Honestly, in general, you don't want too much water on the back because you want it to dry, and you want it to dry flat, so you don't want to make it worse. Okay. This little space up here, I'm actually going to, I don't want more pastel-y stuff, but I don't have any with me right now, so besides the one I'm using. So let's just go in. I might have to go in with this. Let's see what's in here. Okay. Oh, I started, I don't know if this is a new thing on Instagram. It's suggesting lots of different posts, or what do you call them? Instagram people on Instagram to me. And a lot of them are artists, and I'm just like getting super inspired by some of these people's work. So I'll have to maybe link some of them later, but basically there was this one lady that I started following that does gouache paintings, like amazing gouache paintings. And like, it's inspiring. It makes me want to like pick up gouache like more officially, because they're gorgeous. They're beautiful. And she does like plein air paintings in gouache. And I just think it's the coolest thing. Ooh, I just kind of ruined my white paint over there. I'm just putting in a little of that blue coming down from the top. I might hint at it a little bit down in here. It's good to do some repeat. Maybe I'll do a similar thing with a little touch of green, just in like very few spots. I don't really want green to be the focus here. Okay. Let's see. Gouache, Carissa, it's basically, it's like a combination of, well, it's like watercolor and acrylic, which those are very different mediums, but it moves around like watercolor. Like I can move it like this and I can lift it like watercolor, but it's thicker like acrylic. Actually, I have some right here. Let's use it. Why not? Because we're doing a hodgepodge of things anyway. Why not? This is an old palette with acrylic on it, so ignore that. But this is gouache, and that's how you spell it. Gouache. And it looks like watercolor, looks like acrylic. But if I go in, let's just do a white. White. Oh man. I'm not like a super messy artist. Like I don't like getting messy. I put a little bit down here on the palette. And let's see if I can rinse off this brush really well. So this right here, it just looks like more acrylic-y, but you add water to it and it's still going to be thick enough, like opaque enough to go on top of stuff. So let's give it a try. Where do I want to put it though? That is the question. Let's just outline, or let's like put in a little bit to show some texture and maybe the outline of some stems. But you can see how it lays now on top of things way better than watercolor does. So it's just kind of a thicker watercolor, but you can move it like watercolor and it's not like it's permanent like acrylic. I really like it. I haven't really used it a lot. I'd like to use it more. I just don't really know how to use it as much as I'd like to. So I might have to take a class on gouache. But yeah, it's just kind of a fun medium. It's very different. And the other cool thing about it is that it dries on your palette like acrylic would do, but you add water to it and it reactivates it. So this I could leave and then come back tomorrow when it's completely dry, add water, and that's more like acrylic, like these cakes of acrylic, you just add water to it and it reactivates it. So that's the other cool thing about gouache. Put in a little bud or two here and there. Kind of like I like the outline look a little bit. Thought I was going realistic, huh? Just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing, remember? I'm just going with the flow. I'm squinting at this. I'm trying to decide, where should little things go. Gotta kind of hold it up. This spot's a little weird down here. And this is going over that charcoal. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Another cool thing about gouache It's still a little wet up there. Okay, I don't know. It's interesting. This spot down here is a little weird, so we're gonna darken this. I think what needs to happen is those flowers need to disappear a little bit more into the background. So once I sort of blend this, then we can try to maybe add, I mean, what's going to happen if I do this? Just to kind of push them into the distance. That helps a lot, actually. A lot. This one is kind of similar. Let's just dull it down a little bit. Off in the distance. I want any white that shouldn't be, you know, this is really bright. I feel like this should have more purple, though. Let's just go in with purple here. Plop in a little bit there. Let's do a little bit more down here. Man, that darn fly. Do you guys see that? Or hear it? Maybe you hear it. Do you hear it? It's driving me nuts. I want to kill it. I think it's the one I tried to kill multiple times yesterday. It's like big and fat. Ugh. Really big fly. Okay, so I don't know what to think about this. I think this is distracting. Again, beautiful gouache can just kind of disappear, right? This is a little much. I think we're going to get rid of it. I just wanted those little things to be hints, not major elements. So we're getting rid of it. Honestly, it blends well with that background. Let's do a little... Like, I want to see what this does. I might have to get the gouache out again for this, but let's see if I just put in little, because I want your eye to be drawn right into here, and sometimes putting in something that's more familiar, like some greenery to go with our flowers, can really just, help with the eye going into that spot. It's not super obvious, but enough to maybe just bring it to life a little more down in there. I don't know if you can't really see that on the camera as well as I am putting it down. Maybe I need to brighten it like that. Oh, guys, I think I did it. That's what I wanted. I was like, it's got to have more of that. Just needs more of that. Yes. Okay. Don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy. Don't need like excessive amounts of it though. That's too dark or too bright over there. Blend it in, blend it in. Too much, too much, too much. We don't want things to draw the eye away from the painting, so we're gonna soften some of that. Honestly, remember these flowers here are behind this bigger flower, so I might kind of try to blend and soften just a little bit. But yeah, that green yellow right in there, that's what it needed. That's what it needed. Kind of blend it over into this one a little bit. Just draws your eye like right there. Okay. Honestly, I want to peek some sky openings. It's a little bit lower in the sky, lower to the ground, I should say, than like trees would be. But I'm just going to try this. So I got my blue gouache and my white gouache together. And we're just going to plop in. I'm going to squint at this, and I'm going to decide, where do I put... But look at that, just go right on top of that color. Oh, this is why gouache is so cool. I just don't use it enough. It's not a, it's way more forgiving than acrylic would be, which is awesome. It's almost like we're recreating that background sky color. Okay, I don't know where to put this. I don't want to go crazy. Let's stick it in here. Just putting in some negative space is actually quite helpful for the composition. You can thin gouache down as much as you want. Like, it's just, yeah, it's fun. It is fun. All right. Ooh, yep. Sometimes if you're not sure, you're like, let's just try it and see what that looks like. These lights are kind of messing with my eyes. Which is kind of helpful because I can like not worry so much about what it's looking like. Focus more on the composition. Okay, well. The only thing that's really, oh man, I'm messing up this table, is bringing this more to the edges will really help, I think. All right, I think we are very close to calling this done. So obviously, this would all go to the very edge. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped that in the water. Man, that darn fly. He's like running into things too. It's kind of funny. That's helping to like actually cover the background a little bit. A little bit more of this gouache color. In here. All right, well, there it is, guys. The whole painting. I'll give you kind of a close-up of a few different sections here, so you can kind of focus. Yeah, you can see how the gouache is on top of that charcoal. So again, it's the contrast that really makes it work. Might look a little more realistic from far away, but it's definitely, it's pretty rough if you look at that and you watch me do it. So the secrets to this piece. So, thanks for watching, guys. That was super fun. It was some playtime for me. Get to play with some gouache, some watercolor, some metallic watercolors, some charcoal or whatever these are, chalk sticks. And, and these, don't forget these. These are pretty cool. These are the aqua pens. So I use both these colors on the flowers themselves. You add water to them and they, move around like watercolor. Really, really, really fun. And I started out with the sketch in this pencil, an erasable Prismacolor. So that is something that's actually very convenient. But I will probably stop there today and try to clean up my mess. But thank you guys for watching. It's been real. It's been fun. And this was what? ArtStream 43, I believe. When we get to live stream 50, we are going to do something. Or no, not 50, 52. Sorry, 52, because that'll mean I've done a live stream every week of this year. Or for a year, I should say. For a whole year, I've done a live stream on week 52. So I'm going to do crazy fun things. I'll do a giveaway or 2 or 3, who knows, and I'll be making some art. So hopefully you can tune in. I don't know the exact date of that yet and details, but thanks for watching, guys, and have a wonderful hump day, rest of your day, as you go into the end of the week. All right, guys, see ya. Bye.